جنگل رات اندھیری چھائی بدلی کالی ہے، سونے والوں جاگتے رہیو، چوروں کی رکھ والی ہے، آنکھ سے کاجل صاف چرائے یا وہ چور بلا کے، آنکھ سے کاجل صاف چرائے یا وہ چور بلا کے، تیری گتری تاکی ہے اور تو نے نیند نکالی ہے، سونا جنگل رات اندھیری چھائی بدلی کالی ہے، سونا پاس ہے سونا بن ہے، سونا زہر ہے اٹھ پیارے، سونا پاس ہے سونا بن ہے، سونا زہر ہے اٹھ پیارے، تو کہتا ہے نیند ہے میٹھی، تیری مت ہی نرالی ہے، سونا جنگل رات اندھیری چھائی بدلی کالی ہے، تم تو چاند عرب کے ہو پیارے، تم تو عجم کے سورج ہو، تم تو چاند عرب کے ہو پیارے، تم تو عجم کے سورج ہو، دیکھو میں مجھ بے کس پہ شب نے، دیکھو مجھ بے کس پر شب نے کیسی آفت ڈالی ہے، سونا جنگل رات اندھیری چھائی بدلی کالی ہے، اس مردار پہ کیا للچائے دنیا دیکھی، وہ تو نہایت سستا سودا بیچ رہے جنت کا، وہ تو نہایت سستا سودا بیچ رہے جنت کا، ہم مفلس کیا مول چکائے، اپنا ہاتھ ہی خالی ہے، مولا تیری عفو و کرم ہو میرے گواہ صفائی کے، مولا تیرے عفو و کرم ہو میرے گواہ صفائی کے، ورنہ رضا سے چور پہ تیری، ورنہ رضا سے چور پہ تیری ہو ڈگری تو اقبالی ہے، سونا جنگل رات اندھیری چھائی بدنی کالی ہے۔
سبحان اللہ، نعرہ تکبیر، نعرہ رسالت، نعرہ غوثیہ، فیض رضا، فیض رضا، عشق و محبت، عشق و محبت۔
السلام علیکم ورحمۃ اللہ وبرکاتہ۔
عشق و محبت، عشق و محبت،
اعلیٰ حضرت، اعلیٰ حضرت،
عشق و محبت، عشق و محبت،
اعلیٰ حضرت، اعلیٰ حضرت،
عشق و محبت، عشق و محبت۔
اعلیٰ حضرت، اعلیٰ حضرت۔ السلام علیکم ورحمۃ اللہ وبرکاتہ۔ صلی اللہ علی محمد صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم، صلی اللہ علی محمد صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم، صلی اللہ علی محمد صلی اللہ صلی اللہ علی محمد صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم۔ اللہ مصطفیٰ کے قدموں میں موت دے دے، اللہ مصطفیٰ کے قدموں میں موت دے دے، مدفن بنے ہمارا، مدفن بنے ہمارا، سرکار کا مدینہ، صلی اللہ علی محمد صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم، صلی اللہ علی صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم، صلی اللہ علی محمد صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم۔ یا مصطفیٰ عطا ہو پھر اذن حاضری کا، یا مصطفیٰ عطا ہو پھر اذن حاضری کا، کر لوں نظارہ آ کر، کر لوں نظارہ آ کر میں آپ کی گلی کا، صلی اللہ علی محمد صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم، صلی اللہ علی محمد صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم۔ تقدیر میں خدایا عطار کے مدینہ، تقدیر میں خدایا عطار کے مدینہ، تقدیر میں خدایا عطار کے مدینہ، لکھ دے فقط مدینہ، لکھ دے فقط مدینہ، سرکار کا مدینہ، صلی اللہ अला मुहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम सल्लल्लाहु अला मुहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम सल्लल्लाहु अला मुहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम।
Sallu al Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. Let us all recite salawat ala Nabi sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammadin وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم اللهم وعلى آله وصحبه. Without feeling shy, let us all recite together, inshallah azza wa jalla. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammadin وعلى آله وصحبه مولاي صل وسلم. Please pick up the flags, inshallah azza wa jal. مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق هيمي مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق إمي هو الحبيب الذي ترجى شفاعته هو الحبيب الذي ترجى عاته لكل حول من الأحبال مكتهم مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير لهم محمد سيد الكونين والثقلين محمد سيد الكونين والثقلين محمد سيد الكونين والثقلين محمد سيد الكونين والثقلين والفريقين من عرب ومن عجم مولاي صل وسلم أبدا على حبيبك خير लिहिमी सबसे ओला वो वाला हमारा नबी। पढ़िए सबसे اولا وہ والا ہمارا نبی سب سے بالا وہ والا نبی سب سے بالا وہ نبی اپنے مولا کا پیارا ہمارا نبی دونوں عالم کا دولا ہمارا نبی مولایا صلی وسلم. Together inshallah azza wa jal. Mawlaya salli wa sallim daiman abadan ala habibika khairil khalqi kullihim ya Rabbi bil Mustafa balligh maqasidana ya Rabbi bil ya Rabbi bil ya Rabbi bil Mustafa balligh maqasidana ya Rabbi bil Mustafa balligh دانا يا ربي بالمصطفى يا ربي بالمصطفى بلغ مقاصدنا واغفر لنا ما مضى يا واسع الكرم مولاي صل وسلم دائما ابدا على حبيبك خير اللهم صل وسلم وبارك عليه. صلوا على الحبيب.
السلام علیکم ورحمۃ اللہ وبرکاتہ. Let us all recite Durud Pak in one melodious voice. Salli ala nabiyyina bolo salli ala nabiyyina salli ala Muhammadin sayyidina salli ala صلی علی شفیعنا صلی علی محمد. Almighty Allah, thanks to Thee, Allah has chosen us to be. Almighty Allah, thanks to Thee, Allah has chosen us to be. To send salam upon Nabi, to send durud upon Nabi, always during the night and day. Bolo salli ala. Subhanallah. Say loudly, salli ala. صلی علی محمد بولو صلی علی شفیعنا صلی علی محمد. Inshallah, we are pressing for time, so I will recite few shares mankabat in praise of Hazur Urs-E-Azam, Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jilani, Urs-E-Aala Hazrat Imam Ahmad Khan, and our pure Murshid, Amir al-Sunnat Mullah Ilyas Attar Qadri. So please don't feel shy, brothers. Let's recite loudly. Let's express our love for our pure Murshid, for our awliya ikram. Don't feel shy, inshallah Azza wa Jal. We all will receive the swab reciting. So please recite loudly. Ya Shahe Jilani, Ya Shahe Jilani, Ya Shahe Jilani, Ya Shahe Jilani al-Madad, Ya Shahe Jilani, Ya Shahe Jilani, Ya Shahe Jilani, Ya Shahe Jilani. خدا کے فضل سے ہم پر ہے سایہ غوث اعظم کا، خدا کے فضل سے ہم پر ہے سایہ غوث اعظم کا، ہمیں دونوں جہاں میں ہے سہارا غوث اعظم کا، یا شہ یا شہ جیلانی، یا شہ جیلانی، یا شہ جیلانی. My brothers, I can't hear you. Please recite loudly. یا شہ جی، سبحان اللہ. یا شہ جی، یا شہ جیلانی، یا شہ جیلانی. فرشتے روکتے ہو کیوں مجھے جنت میں جانے سے، فرشتے روکتے ہو کیوں مجھے جنت میں جانے سے، یہ دیکھو ہاتھ میں دامن ہے کس کا غوث اعظم کا، یا شہ جیلانی، یا شہ جیلانی، یا شہ جیلانی، یا شہ جیلانی المدد، یا شہ یا شہ جیلانی، یا شہ جیلانی، یا شہ جی. نعرہ تکبیر، نعرہ رسالت، غوث قدامن، غوث قدامن، فیضان رضا، فیضان رضا، مسلک اعلی حضرت، مسلک اعلی حضرت، مسلک اعلی حضرت سلامت رہے، مسلک اعلی حضرت سلامت رہے. Raise your flags and say مسلک اعلی حضرت سلامت رہے، مسلک اعلی حضرت سلامت رہے. اے بریلی میرا باغ جنت ہے تو، یعنی جلوہ گئے اعلی حضرت ہے تو، بال یقین مرکز اہل سنت ہے تو، یہ تیری مرکزی ات سلامت رہے. بولو مسلک سلامت رہے، مسلک اعلی حضرت سلامت رہے. رازے میں یہ شرع اگر مجھ سے پوچھے خدا، بولے آل رسول تو لایا ہے میں کیا عرض کر دوں گا، لایا ہو احمد رضا یا خدا یہ امانت سلامت رہے مسلک اعلیٰ لامت رہے مسلک اعلیٰ حضرت سلامت رہے مسلک اعلیٰ حضرت سلام مسلک کا تو امام ہے الیاس قادری، تدبیر تیری تام ہے الیاس قادری، مسلک کا تو امام ہے الیاس قادری، تدبیر تیری تام ہے الیاس قادری، فکر رضا کو کر دیا عالم پہ آشکار، فکر رضا کو کر دیا عالم پہ آشکار، یہ تیرا اونچا کام ہے الیاس قادری، یہ تیرا اونچا کام ہے الیاس قادری، مسلک کا تو امام ہے الیاس قادری، تدبیر تیری تام ہے الیاس قادری، اے دعوت اسلامی کی دنیا میں دوم دام، دعوت اسلامی کی دنیا میں دوم دام، مقبول تیرا کام ہے الیاس قادری، مقبول تیرا کام ہے الیاس قادری، امریکہ یورپ ایشیا افریقہ ہر زمین، امریکہ یورپ ایشیا افریقہ ہر زمین، کرتی تجھے سلام ہے الیاس قادری، کرتی تجھے سلام ہے الیاس قادری، مسلک کا تو امام ہے الیاس قادری، تدبیر تیری تام ہے الیاس قادری، نعرہ تکبیر، نعرہ رسالت، مسلک اعلی حضرت، مسلک اعلی حضرت، فیضان رضا، فیضان رضا، فیضان رضا، صلو علی الحبیب صلی اللہ تعالی علی محمد۔
MashaAllah, subhanallah, that was Brother Nadeem Attari beautifully reciting Nati Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and manaqib of the awliya ikram. Alhamdulillah Azza wa Jal, we are indeed very fortunate at this grand celebration of Urs-E-Aala Hazrat to be in the presence of many, many ulama ikram that are seated on my right hand side. These are the promoters of Urs-E-Aala Hazrat, and it gives me great privilege and honor to call upon. Before I continue, can we please have silence at the back? Jazakallah. Please remain silent. We are going to have the main part of this morning's program, and that is the discourse. Alaih Hazrat Rahmatullah Alaih is that personality which is an entire institution. His contribution in academics, his contribution in over 55 branches of knowledge, where Aala Hazrat has penned and written books, voluminous books. And as we all know, that he was on the third category of mujtahid. He was a mujtahid fil masail of the Hanafi madhab. In the hierarchy, you get mujtahid mutlaq first, who derives rules from Quran and Hadith directly, like Imam Azam Abu Hanifa, Imam Shafi, Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, Imam Malik. Thereafter, you get mujtahid fil madhab, like Imam Muhammad Shaybani, Imam Abu Yusuf, etc. And on the third category of mujtahid is mujtahid fil masail. And that is where you will find our Imam, Aala Hazrat, Imam Ahl Sunnat, Mujaddid Deen wa Millat, Parwana-e Sham-e Risalat, Imam-e Ishq wa Muhabbat, Ayatum min Ayatillah, wa Mu'jizatum min Mu'jizatir Rasulillah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. A sign from the signs of Allah, and a miracle from the miracles, from the prophetic miracles of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. It gives me great privilege and honor to call that personality to address you, who has done the translation into the English language of Aala Hazrat's translation of the Holy Quran, known as Kanzul Iman. Not only has he translated Kanzul Iman into the English language for your and my benefit, but he has also written his own tafsir of the Holy Quran, Miftahul Ihsan. And this tafsir, 2 volumes have been printed already, alhamdulillah. In fact, if you want, outside at Maktabatul Madina, you can get this gift. This gift you can get for only 130 rands. 130 rands. The translation of Kanzul Iman into the English language by His Eminence, Mufti Abdul Nabi Hamidi Damat Barakatul Aliyah. Also, volume 1 and volume 2 of Tafsir al-Quran. He is a mufassir of the Holy Quran. Tafsir al-Quran, Miftahul Ihsan, volume 1 and volume 2 are also available. Hadia? 300 rands. 300 rands for 2 volumes, 150 rand each volume. Each or both? Both 300 rands, alhamdulillah. Maktabatul Madina is outside copies. It now gives me great pleasure in calling upon my Ustad and the Ustad of many ulama, His Eminence, Shaykh al-Hadith, Mufassir al-Quran, Hazrat Mufti Abdul Nabi Hamidi, Damat Barakatuhum al-Aliyah, who will address us about the life and the works of Sayyidi Urs-E-Aala Hazrat, Imam Ahl Sunnat, Maulana Shah Imam Ahmad Raza Khan, Muhaddith Barelvi, Rahmatullah Alaih. Naraye Takbir, Naraye Risalat, Ulamae Ahl Sunnat.
जिंदाबाद इसको मोहब्बत आला हज़रत इसको मोहब्बत इसको मोहब्बत आला हज़रत इसको मोहब्बत आला हज़रत
इल्म व हिकमत
आला हज़रत
My dear Islamic brothers, please remain silent. Bayan is about to start. If we can have some volunteers at the back just to keep the youngsters quiet at the back, please.
الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الصلاة والسلام عليك يا رسول الله الصلاة والسلام عليك يا حبيب الله الصلاة والسلام عليك يا نبي الله وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا نور الله عقائد عالم نور مجسم شاہ آدم و بنی آدم our beloved Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam has said that a person who sends 1,000 times daily durood or salutations or salawat upon me, he will not die till he sees his place in Jannah. صلوا على الحبيب صلى الله تعالى على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم صلاة وسلاما عليك يا سيدي يا رسول الله وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا حبيب الله. Alhamdulillah, many respected, highly honorable ulama ikram are here to honor this beautiful program and jalsa of Urs-E-Aala Hazrat radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. We welcome all of them. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increase their barakah and fazan and knowledge. As you all know, that the purpose of our coming here is to learn about our Imam. The Imam of Ahl Sunnah, the Imam of every Sunni. If you are Sunni, you cannot afford not to have Imam Ahmad Raza Khan as your Imam. And if, for example, you decide, no, I don't need him as my Imam, it's very difficult for you to remain Sunni. Because every proof you will find for the celebration of Miladun Nabi, you will get from Aala Hazrat. These are symbols of Sunnis.
Every proof you will get to celebrate the Gyarvi, the Urs of Awliya Allah, you will get from Ala Hazrat. People will tell you Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam doesn't know what is behind the wall. You need proofs that Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala gave him the knowledge of this dunya and the hereafter. Ma kana wa ma yakuno. Who will give you the proofs of that? Ala Hazrat Imam Ahmad. You believe our Nabi is Hazir Nasir. People will question you. Prove it to me. Where will you go and whose door would you knock at? Your Imam, my Imam, Imam of Sunnis, Aala Hazrat radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. It's a surprise that you are Sunni and you don't know who's Aala Hazrat. Really, it's shocking that you are Sunni and the man who protected your every Aqidah, you don't know who is he? You are Mu'min, you are believer, you have Iman. The man who protected that very Iman, you don't know who is he? If you did not know before, today you must leave this gathering with this understanding that Alhamdulillah, now I know my Imam is Imam Ahmad Raza Khan Fazl Barelvi Nawwar Allah Marqadahu wa radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. So many aspects of his life. Shahid Bhai just indicated 55 branches of knowledge. He's master. Not just a student, not just that he studied, he actually wrote books in all those branches of knowledge, and he brought new things which the earlier scholars did not even know. People are amazed when they say he was a mathematician. He was an expert in physics, astrology, astronomy, science. He was a scientist. All these are amazing things. But what I'm going to touch today is his aspect of wilayat. He's excellent in too many things, no doubt about it. But you need to know his excellence in the institute of wilayat. He was a wali of Allah. What type of waliullah was he? What was his rank? How high was he? We need to know. You know, awliya Allah are two types. One type is called takweeni. One type is called tashri'i. From the word sharia, tashri'i, and from the word takweeni. So a wali who's tashri'i, there are thousands of them in this ummah. In fact, every pious believer whose aqidah is right, he's a wali of Allah. Pious believer. Alladhina amanu wa kanu yattaqun, those who believe and do the good deeds. And according to Hadith Mubarakah, where there are 40 pious believers, How many? 40 pious believers. One amongst them is a wali of Allah. Keeping that in mind, I'm 100% sure that there are many awliya Allah are sitting here. And then you get the other type of awliya, they are called takwini. What are they called? Takwini are those awliya who have power to control things in this dunya, who have power to change things in this dunya, who are appointed to take care of certain parts of the dunya, who can change even taqdeer. They takwini. They are like Ghaus, Qutb. Qutb is also Ghaus. Qutbul Aqtab, Qutbul Irshad, Abdal, Rijal, Aimma, different names. Rajabis. There are 40 Rajabis always. They appear in the month of Rajab, and they have a certain kafiyat, they have certain hal and ecstasy that overpowers them for the month of Rajab. They all are categories of takwini awliya. They are able to show karamat. They can make dua and make dead person alive. They can take step from here, and next step could be towards the end of the earth. They can be in their house the whole day, and they have a fixed time to go to Medina Sharif and Baghdad Sharif. They takwini. So Alaih Hazrat radiyallahu ta'ala anhu was takwini wali. When you talk about wilayat, he was takwini wali. Now we are going to discuss his wilayat, so let's discuss his journey towards that path. There's a system. The system is, you need to take someone as a sheikh who must connect you. You got the fitting, you got the globes, you got the wire, you got everything, no connection. Will your globe be shining? Because you're not connected. So, connection is required, and Piro Murshid is the one who connects you and who links you. Without that, wilayat cannot achieve. Alaih Hazrat Imam Ahle Sunnat radiyallahu ta'ala anhu had some thoughts, and he was crying and he slept away. And he saw in his dream that his great-grandfather Hazrat Maulana Shah Raza Ali Khan Rahmatullah ta'ala came in his dream, and he gave him a box, and he said, you will meet someone very soon who will give you the medicine of the pains of your heart. So he got that news. What happens next? Now his journey begins. Next day, Tajul Fuhul Muhibbe Rasool Hazrat Maulana Shah Abdul Qadir Sahib Usmani Badayuni radiyallahu ta'ala anhu came Bareilly Sharif, and he said to Ala Hazrat, let's go to Marhira Sharif. And his niyat was that I want Imam Ahmad Raza to become murid. And when Ala Hazrat went with him and they reached the station of Marhara Sharif, Ala Hazrat said, I can get the smell of Murshid Kamil. Now see how the journey starts. He already feels there's something great coming ahead of me. And when they reach, they say Imam al-Awliya Sultanul Arifin Tajdare Marhera Sharif Hazrat Maulana Sayyid Shah Ale Rasul Hussaini Sahib, the Sajjada Nasheen of Marhera Sharif. He came out and he greeted them and welcomed them and took him into his bayat and gave him ijazat and khilafat of all the silsilas that he himself had. He gave it to Ala Hazrat. One shot. And the silsilas that Ala Hazrat was granted permission, Qadriya Barakatiya Jadida, number one. Qadriya Abaiya Kadima, Qadriya Hudaya, Qadriya Razzaqiya, Qadriya Mansuriya, Chishtiya Nizamiya Kadima, Chishtiya Mahbubiya Jadida, Suhrawardiya Wahidiya, Suhrawardiya Fudailiya, Naqshbandiya Ulaya Siddiqiya, Naqshbandiya Ulaya Alawiya, Badiya and Alawiya Manamiya. These are 13 silsilas that his Piro Murshid gave him ijazat all one time after taking him into bayat. This was amazing. That's why Hazrat Maulana Shah Sayyid Abul Hussain Ahmad Noori, who was the grandson of Sayyidi Ali Rasul, and he was also Sajada Nasheen, and he was also a great wali of Allah Azza wa Jal. He questioned. He said, Hazur, in your bargah, you don't give khilafat just like that. And you don't give khilafat of so many silsilas one time. You make your students go through a lot of hardship, a lot of difficulty. They stay in your khanqah for months. They must just eat the roti made of barley and nothing else. And wazaif in the night and the day and all that. How come you gave everything to this young man, 22 years old at that time? All ijazat of all silsilas? Now listen to the answer of this great personality. He said, actually, everyone else comes to me that their heart is rusty. I have to work on them to remove the rust, clean their hearts first, and then give them khilafat and ijazat. Ahmad Raza is that person who came with the total clean heart to me. So his heart was ready to take the khilafat and ijazat of all the silsilas. Sallu ala al-Habib.
Isko Muhammad, Isko Muhammad, Ala Hazrat, Ala Hazrat. Isko Muhammad, Isko Muhammad, Ala Hazrat, Ala Hazrat.
And Hazrat Abul Hasan Noori, Ala Hazrat loved him. Ala Hazrat also gained faiz and barakah from him. Even he wrote that Qasida Noor, and at the end, whose name does he take? ए रजा ये अहमद नूरी का फैज़ नूर है कि हो गई मेरी गजल बढ़कर कसीदा नूर का. That personality, Ahmad Noori. He wanted people to know the status of Ala Hazrat because he knew it. So he asked further, Ya Sayyidi, can you tell us more about him? This is just one thing that others come with a rusty heart and he came with a clean heart, so I gave him everything. Is there something else about him? You know the Murshid of Ala Hazrat, he replies, he says, yes. There's something else and that's very big. He said, I always used to think when I am in the court of Allah Azza wa Jal, if Allah Ta'ala asked me, O Ale Rasul, what did you bring for me? And I used to think and I was worried, what answer would I give? When Ahmad Raza became my murid, he took bayat and I gave him ijazat of all the salasil. I have an answer. And when the question will be asked on the day of judgment, O Ale Rasul, what did you bring for me? I will say, I have brought Imam Ahmad Raza Khan in your court, Ya Allah. Ya Rasul. Zindabad. And another wonderful thing which his Piro Murshid told everyone and he made a nasihat. And he said, from today, none of my books should be printed if Maulana Ahmad Raza Khan does not read it. He must do the proofreading. He said, not only me, even my mashayikh of Marhera Sharif, whoever wrote anything, they will only be printed if Maulana Ahmad Raza Khan reads them first. That's a very big thing. And what he said further, that shocked me when I read. He said, if Imam Ahmad Raza cuts any part from my book or from the books of my mashayikh, that must be deleted. And he said, if Imam Ahmad Raza adds any piece in my books and the books of my mashayikh, that must be added. But why he said that? He said, Imam Ahmad Raza Khan got this permission from the court of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's the beginning of his journey on the path of wilayat. He was so much in love and ishq he had for his Piro Murshid that on the 16th and 17th and 18th of Zulhijjah, he used to celebrate the Urs of his Piro Murshid in Bareilly Sharif. Food was another thing. Arrangement is made, people are eating food. But Ala Hazrat radiallahu ta'ala used to distribute money. I was wondering why money. You know, these wise people, they know people's problems. Allah Ta'ala created money as a problem solver, isn't it? Money solves your problem. You give someone a gift, you gave him a frame, you gave him a clock, you gave him some asa, danda to walk with it. All that is fine. But if you give him money, the happiness which will bring to him, nothing else can bring, because he knows, I need money here, I need money here, I need money here. If I have money, I can solve my so many problems. Who can know this psychology of human being more than Aala Hazrat? He said, you got food, that was langar, now come, let me distribute money. This was amazing to me. The biggest station that he had in the field of wilayat, that he was declared as Naib-e Ghawse-e-Azam. There are so many strong evidences in the books of pious people that he was Naib, deputy. What Naib means? Deputy, representative. Ghawse-e-Azam radiallahu ta'ala anhu controls the entire world in spiritual system. Every wali must report to him. Nobody can bypass Sayyidina Abdul Qadir Jilani radiallahu ta'ala anhu. And he has his representatives and his deputies in different parts of the world. Now the awliya Allah at that time, they were curious. Who is a deputy of Ghaus Pak in subcontinent in this age and time? And they started asking questions. Muhaddis Ali Puri Hazrat Pir Jamaat Ali Shah Sahab Naqshbandi Rahmatullah Ta'ala Alaih, great wali of Allah, he made ziyarat of Ghawse-e-Azam radiallahu ta'ala anhu, and he said, Huzur, who is your naib in Hind, in India? That time India, Pakistan, all that was together. And Aala Hazrat and Ghaus Pak replied, my naib in Hind is Imam Ahmad Raza in Bareilly. So he came from Punjab, Sialkot, Alipur, Sayyidan to Bareilly Sharif just to make ziyarat of Aala Hazrat radiallahu ta'ala anhu. Likewise, Hazrat Mian Sher Muhammad Sharqpuri Rahmatullah Ta'ala Alaih, a very great wali of Allah in the Naqshbandi Silsila, he was full of haya. He represented the haya of Sayyidina Usman Ghani radiallahu ta'ala anhu. He would never walk on the streets without covering his face. He'll have a chadar. That's why you see a lot of Naqshbandis, they're putting chadars, covering. It's coming from there. They try to follow him. He didn't want people to see even his face. And now, because all these awliya, they have chance to sit with Ghawse-e-Azam as well, because they have their own meetings. They have their own system. And then he asked Ghawse-e-Azam radiallahu ta'ala anhu, that Hazur, who's your naib? Ghawse-e-Azam radiallahu ta'ala anhu told, these are very strong evidences. These are not Tom, Dick and Harry's. These are authentic awliya Allah. Ghaus Pak told him the same thing. He said, my naib in Hind is Ahmad Raza Khan, who's in Bareilly. Next day, He used to call his murids Belio. That was his, Taqiya Kalam. Belio. In Punjabi, it means friends. He used to call his murids friends. Belio. Chalo Breli chalne hain. They say, no, what happened suddenly? Hazrat wants to go to Breli. He's in Punjab, in Sharqpur Sharif, near Lahore. They booked their train ticket. So some of the murids went with him. They went. Alaih Hazrat radiallahu ta'ala anhu was standing at the main gate of his Haveli, his house called Phatak. And he told people around him, now that the spiritual communication is happening already. That internet is working. Alaih Hazrat radiallahu ta'ala told everyone that the Lion of Punjab is coming. He used to be called Sher-e Punjab because of his authority and his awesomeness and how people would be scared of him. They used to say, he's the Lion of Punjab. So Alaih Hazrat knows his whole history and his title and his name, and he said, the Lion of Punjab is coming. So he comes and he stays 3 days. There was a room on top of the Phatak area. I haven't seen Bareilly Sharif. May Allah take me there one day. But this is what I read in the books. So Alaih Hazrat prepared place for him. So he stayed there 3 days, and he used to see days and nights of activities of Alaih Hazrat radiallahu ta'ala anhu. After 3 days, he went away. So back at home, some murids asked him, Hazrat, tell us more. Tell us more about this Naib of Ghaus Pak that you went to visit him so keenly, with so much passion and love. He said, what I saw, there was a curtain. And Alaih Hazrat is speaking, or he's writing. Instructions are coming from behind the veil. And behind the veil was Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Aala Hazrat, Aala Hazrat. People ask this question. Alaih Hazrat wrote thousands of fatwas. So many muftis write so many fatwas. They do make mistakes. It's common. In fact, what's the merit of a mufti? If he writes 100 fatwas and more fatwas are right and less fatwas are wrong, he's a mufti. You must know this principle. If his more fatwas are right, he's mufti. So that means, if for example, if he writes 100 fatwas, 51 are right and 49 are wrong, he's still a mufti. So that means there's a big chance of a mufti to write a fatwa and the end result is wrong. There's a big chance. People did a lot of research on the work of Alaih Hazrat radiallahu ta'ala anhu. They did not find even a single fatwa which is wrong. Do you know why? This incident of Hazrat Mian Sher Muhammad Sharakpuri, Rahmatullah ta'ala Alaih, answers all these questions because his tongue and his pen was directly taking orders from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and writing. So there was no chance to make any mistake. He was so deep in love of Hazur Sayyidina Ghaus-e-Azam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. In fact, after how Aala Hazrat, spoke about Ghaus Pak and represented the status of Ghaus Pak, people came to know who's Ghaus Pak. Before that, it was just another big Buzurg, another big Wali. But Aala Hazrat, from every angle he showed, Ghaus Pak is not just any Wali. Look at his aqidat, and he says, Tuj se dar se sag, aur sag se hai musko nisbat. He talks about Ghaus Pak and he says, few things he joins with each other. Look at the sequence. O Ghaus Pak, with your door is connected. Because you live in your house and there's a door to get into your house. So that's the nearest place to you. So your door is connected to you. And the house is connected to you. And your dog is connected to your house. Your house is connected to you. And your dog is connected to your house. And I am connected to your dog. Direct? No direct. I'm connected to your dog. Your dog is connected to your door. And your door is connected to you. And he said, Meri gardan mein bhi hai dur ka dora tera. He said, even in my neck, there is a belt. Now see, on whose neck the belt is put? Not human beings, dogs. He said, Meri gardan mein bhi hai dur ka dora tera. That belt from far, not direct, but through your dog, and from dog to your house, and from house to yourself, that distant belt, I also have it around my neck. How he opened the hearts of the Muslims and Ashkane, Awliya Allah and Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And whether you liked it or didn't like it, he filled the love in it by force. I mean, after hearing this thing, can you just ignore Hazur Ghaus Pak? इस निशानी के जो सग हैं नहीं मारे जाते, हश्र तक मेरे गले में रहे पट्टा तेरा. He said, those dogs who have this symbol around their neck, they are never killed. Because whoever will see that belt around their neck, they will say, no, this dog has a owner. Don't interfere with it. If this dog didn't have an owner, there would not have been belt. Then it's a stray dog. Sometimes in some countries, like in Pakistan, it happens when the stray dogs are too many and they become a problem, then the municipalities, you know what they do? They give them poison. They make some foods and they put poison in it and they give them and they kill stray dogs because they're too many now, they're harming. But if they see any dog got a belt, they won't give that to the dog that has got belt because they know this is not a stray dog. This dog has an owner. Owner can come and fight and protect. So they leave the dog that has a belt. Now look at Aala Hazrat's philosophy. He says, Is nishani ke jo sag hain. नहीं मारे जाते. Those dogs that have this sign and this symbol, गौस पाक का पट्टा है गले में, they are not killed. हश्र तक मेरे गले में रहे पट्टा तेरा. And may the belt that is related to you, your belt, should stay around my neck till the day of judgment, so I'm always safe. And his love for Hazur Ghaus-Pak radiallahu ta'ala anhu was such that, he made all us Qadri Sunnis, Ya Ghaus al-Madad, Ya Ghaus al-Madad. That power, where it comes from, is mentioned in Ala Hazrat's Malfuzat Sharif. Somebody said, कि Hazrat Sayyid Ahmad Zarruq radiallahu ta'ala anhu says that when you are in difficulty, you say, Ya Zarruq. Big wali, there was an impact in his name. He said, if you say, Ya Zarruq, I'll come and help you. Somebody said this to Ala Hazrat. Ala Hazrat said, I never said that. It doesn't mean that he's saying, don't say that. He said, no, I never said that. Whenever I'm in difficulty, I say, Ya Ghaus al-Madad. Yak dar gir muhkam gir. Hold one door and hold it tight. So Ala Hazrat radiallahu ta'ala anhu gave us this lesson. Hold one door and hold it tight. If Urs-E-Azam radiallahu ta'ala anhu is your Pir or Murshid, is your refuge, you accept him, respect all other awliya Allah. But when you need something, go to your master. This is what Ala Hazrat radiallahu ta'ala anhu used to do. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Another very big personality. People say that he was at the time of Ala Hazrat radiallahu ta'ala anhu and he did not meet Ala Hazrat radiallahu ta'ala anhu. It's actually not true, and that personality is Hazrat Pir Meher Ali Shah, Rahmatullah ta'ala Alaih, another very great wali at the time of Ala Hazrat. They both were fighting war to defend Islam. They had different duties. Ala Hazrat had the duty to defend Islam from many, many, many angles. And Hazrat Pir Meher Ali Shah radiallahu ta'ala anhu had a duty to defend Islam from Qadianis, Mirzayat, Ahmadis. So they both, day and night, they were busy with their work. But their meeting is proven. Hazrat Mufti Muhammad Ghulam Sarwar Qadri, Rahmatullah ta'ala Alaih, in his book Shah Ahmad Raza, he writes that Hazrat Pir Meher Ali Goladvi Rahmatullah ta'ala Alaih, there are many evidences that he gives. I'm just cutting all that down because it's going to take very long time, but there's a proper chain. He says Hazrat Pir Meher Ali Shah Sahib Rahmatullah ta'ala Alaih came Bareli Sharif to meet Ala Hazrat, because amongst awliya Allah they knew who's the Naib of Ghaus-e-Pak. Nobody could ignore. So Hazrat Pir Meher Ali Shah Sahib Rahmatullah ta'ala Alaih also came to meet Ala Hazrat. He came to Bareilly Sharif. Ala Hazrat was teaching Hadith Mubaraka when he came. He said, I felt that Ala Hazrat was teaching Hadith Mubaraka while looking at Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What it means? It means that I was looking at the body language, the style of Ala Hazrat, how he was teaching Hadith. It appeared to me, Wali of Allah, spiritually finding out, he says, it appeared to me the way Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam's body language was at the time when he told that hadith. This is how Ala Hazrat taught every hadith to his students. ये इतनी बड़ी बड़ी शहादतें आला हजरत रदी अल्लाह ताला अन्हो की विलायत के बारे में. And now another very great shahadat evidence which the scholars, ulama will really understand and appreciate, and that is Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasi Ahmad Muhaddith Surti Rahmatullah ta'ala Alaih. He was the Ham Asr, he was at the same time the Ala Hazrat radiallahu ta'ala, a great jurist, faqih, muhaddis. You know, there were hardly people of that level in the field of hadith. Hazrat Shaykh Ziauddin Madani Rahmatullah ta'ala studied hadith under him. Hazrat Muhaddis Azam Hind Kachochvi studied hadith under him. He was his student. One day he asked a very funny question. He said, Hazur, you are such a great muhaddis, and you are murid of Hazrat Shah Fazlur Rahman Sahib Ganj Muradabadi. You are his murid. And your teachers who taught you hadith, Hazrat Maulvi Ishaq, and etc., they were great muhaddiseen. So why you love Ala Hazrat so much? You know, he was in Surat. Whenever he'll get chance, he'll travel, coming, running to Bareilly Sharif every time. Friday, Jummah, holiday. Okay, let me go to Bareilly Sharif. You know, from madrasa, holidays, this time, that time, Eid time, this occasion, that occasion, one holiday, two holidays, three holidays. His mission was always, let's go to Bareilly Sharif. So Muhaddis Azam Hind asked him this question. His reply, he said, the biggest wealth is not that which I got from Maulvi Ishaq, the Sharih of Bukhari. He wrote Hashiya. Nor that is the biggest ni'mat, which is the bayat of Hazrat Maulana Shah Fazlur Rahman Sahib Ganj Muradabadi. He's not denying that there's no ni'mat. He's saying it's ni'mat, but it's not that big. So what is then big ni'mat for you, O Muhaddis Surti? He says, the biggest wealth which I got, the biggest ni'mat is that Iman, which is the standard of salvation, that I got from Ala Hazrat Imam Ahle Sunnat radiyallahu ta'ala. My Peer gave me silsila, he linked me with the mashayikh. I appreciate. My teachers taught me hadith, I appreciate. But if my iman is not saved, what that connection will do for me, what that reading of hadith will do for me, what really success is for me is that Imam Ahmad Raza saved my iman. That's the reason that I always love him and appreciate so much. And one very great evidence I want to give you about Hazrat Khaja Allah Bakhsh Tauswi. You know who's this person? He's great grand murshid of Hazrat Sufi Sahib Rahmatullah Ta'ala Alaih. His grandson and Khalifa of his Dada Hazrat Khaja Shah Suleiman Tauswi. All these silsilas, famous silsilas of Chishtiya, Sialvi, Goladvi, they all come from there. Pir Pathan, he's known as, he was a Pathan. Hazrat Khaja Shah Suleiman Tauswi Rahmatullah Ta'ala. So Khaja Allah Bakhsh Tauswi was a great wali, a living wali, and he was Pota of Pir Pathan. Now he says, very beautifully he says that after every Maghrib Salat, I read 2 rakat to send sawab for Imam Ahmad Raza Khan. Different silsila. He's Chishti Nizami. Ala Hazrat is Qadri. But these great people, they're not seeing which silsila this person belongs to. They see the service that this person has rendered. And why he used to read 2 rakat nafil salat after every Maghrib. He said, because he saved my iman. This is the great grand murshid of Hazrat Sufi Sahib Rahmatullah Ta'ala Alaih. Alaih Hazrat Radiallahu Ta'ala Anhu, when he will make someone murid, he will give many nasiyats, and the biggest nasiyat was always stay Sunni. You know, Amir-e-Aala Sunnat also, in the light of Aala Hazrat's teachings, he said, "Main hoon Sunni, rahun Sunni, maru Sunni, Madine mein, Baqiye Baag mein ho jaye, madfan ya Rasul Allah." Anyone that would become murid of Aala Hazrat, he will say, stay Sunni. Don't ever have company of those who are not Sunnis. Don't listen to the lectures of those who are not Sunnis. Don't read the books of those who are not Sunnis. Because Shaitan can attack your iman at any time. So don't give him a chance. Hazrat Maulana Shah Abdul Alim Siddiqui Rahmatullah Ta'ala Alaih, the Khalifa of Aala Hazrat Radiallahu Ta'ala Anhu, he had his own khandan of Mashayikh and Silsila, Naqshbandiya, all that. Kachochvi Bazurgs to, Adab Bazurgs to, Bade Sayyid, they'll come to Aala Hazrat, they'll become his murids, they'll become his khulafa. He also becomes, his aqidat mand, and Aala Hazrat gave him khilafat, and he went around the world. He went to Arabia, went to Africa, he came back, and he wrote a manqabat about Aala Hazrat Radiallahu Ta'ala Anhu. Hazrat Maulana Shah Abdul Alim Siddiqui, the roaming ambassador of Islam, the father of Hazrat Maulana Shah Ahmad Nurani Siddiqui Rahmatullah Ta'ala Alaih. He comes in the court of Aala Hazrat and he says, because he was truthful, otherwise Aala Hazrat would have stopped him. Don't say these things for me. He wrote a manqabat and he said in front of him, and he said, तुम्हारी शान में जो कुछ कहूं उससे सिवा तुम हो, कसीमे जामे इरफान ऐ शाह अहमद रजा तुम हो. He says, "Oh Ahmad Raza, whatever I say about you, you are greater than that. You are the one who distribute the drink of ma'rifat of Allah. That's you, oh my Imam Ahmad Raza. जो मरकज है शरीयत का, मदार अहले तरीकत का, जो महवर है हकीकत का, वो कुतुबुल औलिया तुम हो." What is selection of words? He says, "O Ala Hazrat, you are the center of Shariat and you are the standard of Tariqat. If anyone wants to learn Tariqat, Tasawwuf, you the standard. जो महवर है हकीकत का, you the focal point of हकीकत. कुतुबुल औलिया तुम हो. You are the Qutb, the one who shows the path to awliya. You are that. Because awliya from all over the world, they come running to you because they want guidance from you. यहां आकर मिली नहरें शरीयत और तरीकत की. यहां आकर मिली नहरें शरीयत और तरीकत की. है सीना मजमाउल बहरैन, ऐसे रहनुमा तुम हो. He says, this is the place, the personality of Ala Hazrat, where the river of Shariat and Tariqat meet together. This chest of Ala Hazrat, he says, is Majma'ul Bahrain. He says, this chest of Ala Hazrat has the river of the knowledge of dunya and has the river of knowledge of deen and Shariat and Tasawwuf. So many beautiful ash'ar he wrote, and towards the end he says, "Alim khasta ik adna gada hai aastane ka." Alim, he refers to himself, khasta, broken, not well, weak. He's a beggar of your door, O Imam Ahmad Raza. करम फरमाने वाले हाल पर इसके शाह तुम हो. You the one who will make karam on his situation, on his condition, on his halat. And there are so many karamats of Ala Hazrat, because now we're talking about the wilayat. Just one thing, I know time is up. Amir Ahl Sunnat writes one of the karamat of Ala Hazrat radiyallahu ta'ala anhu from Bareilly to Medina. And this from Bareilly to Medina, how did this happen? It is reported that one day Ala Hazrat radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, after Asr, went to in his room, and that was not the time of meeting with people. So somebody came and he was putting a lot of stress that I want to meet. So a child went into, and that child was very special. That was the son of Hazrat Maulana Jamil, Ala Hazrat's Khalifa, the Nath Khan, the one who Jamil Qadri, his son was small. So he went in the room to see, where's Ala Hazrat? Ala Hazrat is not there. So he said, Ala Hazrat is not there. So they started looking everywhere in the house. Ala Hazrat is not there. This happened when? After Asr. Suddenly Ala Hazrat comes out from his house, his room. So everyone said, Hazrat, we were looking for you. You were not around. Where were you? All worried. With a lot of, requests that tell us, where were you? He said, this is my time. After Asr, I go to Medina Sharif. That's why the name of booklet is Bareilly to Medina. Many other karamats he collected, and this is one of the karamat. He even made dead alive. He traveled world with one step. All these Karamats are recorded and they're authentic. Alhamdulillah, your Dawat-E-Islami is working very hard to move forward with the mission of Imam Ahl Sunnat, Sayyidina Imam Ahmad Raza Khan Fazil Barelvi Nawwarallahu Marqadahu. Join Dawat-E-Islami. Dawat-E-Islami's work. Dawat-E-Islami's system is good for us, for our children, for our families, for our women. Alhamdulillah, there's activities for everyone. And inshallah Azza wa Jal, together we will take the name and the teachings of Ala Hazrat everywhere in every corner of the world, inshallah. Now this place where you are sitting, this is going to be a great Darul Uloom Jamiatul Madina. Inshallah, while you're here, we're going to read namaz, you eat your food, go walk around on top. Classrooms, hostels, office facilities, this and that. Where you're sitting right here, the front portion, that's going to be the dining area for our students. Inshallah, modern facility. This big room in the back, you see, that's a kitchen. A industrial professional kitchen will be there. So your children will stay at good, high class, protected place. And with Ilmedeen, we are now ready to give your children secular education. Even up to metric. They can do metric at this place and become ulama-e-deen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept everyone's effort. And inshallah Azza wa Jal, we'll continue with our good work, and all those that cooperate with us, help us in the work of deen. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant them the best in this dunya and in the hereafter. This building was not easy, but Allah put in the hearts of many donors to do some work for this building. Alhamdulillah, you can see now it's standing very tall, and inshallah the work of deen will continue from here. Thank you very much everyone that made any contribution. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all your even du'as, even good feelings that would help you on the day of judgment. Jazakumullah wa ma alayna illa al-balaghul mubin.
Dear Islamic brothers, please note that inshallah Azza wa Jal in this Jamiatul Madina, where Dars-e-Nizami will be offered from next year, which is Alim course. Together with that, Hifz course will also be offered. Students will also get to study Hifzul Quran, memorize the Holy Quran. And inshallah, there will be secular education as well. Secular education, the school education from grade 8 to 12 will also be offered. Any parents who require some sort of information with related to Jamiatul Madina, inshallah, some members of Jamiatul Madina will be outside in the tent. Parents are requested, please go to them, talk to them, ask them about Jamiatul Madina, the studies that will be carried out in Jamiatul Madina, in the Darul Uloom, as well as the secular education that will be offered to the children. Please visit the tent and talk to the staff members of Jamiatul Madina. Jazakumullahu khairan. Inshallah, now some gifts for the ulama. The tafsir of the Holy Quran and the Kanzul Iman translation will be gifted to the ulama who are present here. Jazakumullahu khairan. We thank all the brothers and sisters who have participated in this program. Jazakumullahu khairan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you abundantly. Keep participating in beautiful programs of deen and keep learning deen. Let your children study in Jamiatul Madina, memorize the Holy Quran, become alim deen. Inshallah, they will be source of your salvation and forgiveness in the hereafter. Mona Musa. Inshallah, now Salatu Salam will be recited. Thereafter, dua will be made.
مصطفیٰ جان رحمت پہ لاکھوں سلام، شمع بز میں ہدایت پہ لاکھوں سلام، دور و نزدیک کے سننے والے وہ کان لال کرامت پہ لاکھوں سلام، مصطفیٰ جان رحمت پہ لاکھوں، ہم غریبوں کے آقا پہ بے حد درود، ہم فقیروں کی ثروت پہ لاکھوں سلام، ان کے مولا کے ان پر کروڑوں درود، ان کے مولا کہ ان پر کروڑوں درود، ان کے اصحاب و عطرت، غوث اعظم امام التقیٰ والنقیٰ، جلوہ شان قدرت پہ لاکھوں سلام، غوث و خواجہ رضا حمید و مصطفیٰ، پنج گنجے ولایت پہ لاکھوں سلام، ڈال دی قلب میں عظمت مصطفیٰ، ڈال دی قلب میں عظمت مصطفیٰ، سیدی اعلیٰ حضرت پہ لاکھوں سلام، ایک میرا ہی رحمت میں دعویٰ نہیں، شاہ کی ساری امت پہ لاکھوں سلام، بے عذاب و عتاب و حساب و کتاب، تا ابد اہل سنت پہ لاکھوں سلام، میرے استاد ماں باپ بھائی بہن، میرے استاد ماں باپ بھائی بہن، اہل ولد و عشیرت پہ لاکھ، کاش محشر میں جب ان کی آمد ہو اور بھیجے سب ان کی شوکت پہ لاکھوں سلام، مجھ سے خدمت کے قدسی کہے ہاں رضا، مجھ سے خدمت کے قدسی کہے ہاں رضا، مصطفیٰ جان رحمت پہ لاکھوں سلام، شمع بز میں ہدایت بلاکھوں سلام. الصلاة والسلام علیک یا رسول اللہ، الصلاة والسلام علیک یا حبیب اللہ، وعلی آلک واصحابک یا خاتم النبیین.
الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين يا أرحم الراحمين يا أرحم الراحمين يا أرحم الراحمين يا ربنا يا ربنا يا ربنا يا ربنا يا ربنا يا الله يا رحمن يا رحيم. جزا الله عنا محمدا صلى الله عليه وسلم ما هو أهله. اللهم إني أسألك بأن لك الحمد لا إله إلا أنت وحدك لا شريك لك المنان بديع السماوات والأرض ذو الجلال والإكرام لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم إني أسألك المعافاة في الدنيا والآخرة. اللهم إني أسألك المعافاة في الدنيا والآخرة. اللهم إني أسألك المعافاة في الدنيا والآخرة. اللهم أجرنا من النار. اللهم أجرنا من النار. اللهم ارزقني الجنة بغير حساب. اللهم من أحييته منا فأحيه على الإسلام ومن توفيته منا فتوفه على الإيمان. یا رب مصطفیٰ بطفیل مصطفیٰ عز و جل و صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم، یا رحم الراحمین ہماری اس محفل کو اپنی بارگاہ میں قبول فرما. ہمارا سننا جس طرح کا حصہ لیا، جس نے لیا مولا یا رب العالمین، ہم سب کا یہ عمل اپنی بارگاہ میں قبول فرما. اس محفل کو اپنی بارگاہ میں قبول فرما. اس محفل کا ثواب ہمارے عمل کے مطابق نہیں، اپنے شایان شان عطا فرما. تمام ثواب پیارے آقا سید عالم نور مجسم شاہ بنی آدم رسول محتشم احمد مجتبی محمد مصطفیٰ صلی اللہ تعالی علیہ وآلہ وسلم کی بارگاہ بے کس پناہ میں تحفتاً نذرانتاً ہدیتاً پیش نظر کرتے مولا قبول فرما. سید عالم صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم کے وسیلے جلیل سے تمام انبیاء کرام، تمام خلفۂ راشدین، تمام صحابہ اکرام کو صلی ثواب کرتے مولا قبول منظور فرما. ان تمام نیک اعمال کا ثواب خصوصاً بالخصوص والدین مصطفیٰ، تمام امہات المومنین، حضور علیہ الصلوۃ والسلام کہ تمام شہزادگان، تمام شہزادیاں، خصوصاً بالخصوص سیدہ طیبہ طاہرہ زاہدہ حضرت فاطمہ الزہرا رضی اللہ تعالی عنہا کو صلی ثواب کرتے مولا قبول منظور فرما. خصوصاً بالخصوص حسنین کریمین سید الشہداء امیر حمزہ رضی اللہ تعالی عنہ کو صلی ثواب کرتے مولا قبول منظور فرما. خصوصاً بالخصوص سرکار علیہ الصلوۃ والسلام کی تمام اہل بیت اطہار کو صلی ثواب کرتے مولا قبول منظور فرما. تمام صحابیات، تمام تابعین، تبع تابعین، شہیدان اسیران کربلا اور تمام شہداء اسلام کو صلی ثواب کرتے مولا قبول منظور فرما. خصوصاً بالخصوص تمام اس محفل کا ثواب حضرت شیخ محی الدین عبد القادر جیلانی قدس سرہ نورانی کو صلی ثواب کرتے مولا قبول منظور فرما. غوث پاک کے والدین، آبا و اجداد، آپ کے مشائخ، آپ کے استاذ کرام، آپ کے شاگرد، آپ کے مریدین، آپ کے محبین کو صلی ثواب کرتے مولا قبول منظور فرما. غوث پاک کے وسیلے سے خصوصاً بالخصوص تمام اولیاء عظام جو ظاہری طور پر حیات ہیں، ظاہری طور پر انتقال فرما گئے، ان سب کو صلی ثواب کرتے مولا قبول منظور فرما. خصوصاً بالخصوص سیدی مرشدی امام اہل سنت حضرت امام احمد رضا خان علیہ رحمت و رحمان کو صلی ثواب کرتے مولا قبول منظور فرما. آپ کی آل اولاد، آپ کے اہل خانہ، آپ کے خلفاء، آپ کے مریدین، آپ کے محبین کو صلی ثواب کرتے مولا قبول منظور فرما. خصوصاً بالخصوص اس محفل کا ثواب ہمارے شیخ طریقت امیر اہل سنت حضرت علامہ مولانا ابو بلال محمد الیاس ستار قادری رضوی ضیاء دامت برکاتہم عالیہ کو صلی ثواب کرتے مولا قبول منظور فرما. آپ کے مرحوم ماں باپ، مرحوم بھائیوں، مرحوم بہنوں، مرحوم بہو کو صلی ثواب کرتے مولا قبول منظور فرما. حضرت آدم علیہ السلام سے لے کر آج تک جتنے مسلمان جن و انس ایمان کے ساتھ انتقال فرما گئے، ان سب کو صلی ثواب کرتے مولا قبول منظور فرما. خصوصاً بالخصوص یا رب العالمین اس ساؤتھ افریقہ کی سرزمین پہ جتنے اہل ایمان کے ساتھ انتقال فرما گئے، ان سب کو صلی ثواب کرتے مولا قبول منظور فرما. خصوصاً بالخصوص مولانا عبد الغفور پٹو، ڈاکٹر یونس، مولانا حاجی موسیٰ، حاجی موسیٰ اور تمام مرحومین جن جن کا انتقال ایمان پر ہوا، ان سب کو صالح ثواب کرتے ہیں. مولا قبول و منظور فرما یا رب العالمین یا رحم الراحمین. ہم نکمے مولا ہمارے پاس کچھ نہیں تیری بارگاہ میں پیش کرنے کے لیے. مولا یا رب العالمین یہ تیرا فضل، تیرا کرم، تیری رحمت ہے that you have given us the path, the wasila of Imam Ahmad Raza Khan. Mawla, we ask you, we beg you in your court, Mawla, through the wasila of Imam Ahmad Raza Khan, Rahmatullah ta'ala Alaih. Mawla, forgive us, forgive our parent and entire ummah of Aka sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Mawla, through the wasila of Imam Ahmad Raza Khan, Rahmatullah ta'ala Alaih, remove all kinds of difficulties, problems and sicknesses from us, Mawla. Ya Rabbal Alameen, grant the shifa, those are sick, Mawla, grant them shifa with afia, Mawla. Our brother Ilahi Ismail, he's sick, Mawla, grant him shifa with afia. Mawla, we don't know how to ask, but you know how to give, Mawla. You know our desire, our wishes, Mawla. Ya Rabbal Alameen, tu janta hai, hamare dilon ke haal janta hai, hamari duaon ko janta hai, Mawla. Tujhe teri rahmat ka wasita, Mawla. Ya Rabbal Alameen, hamari jaiz hajaton ko pura farma. Mawla, Dawat-E-Islami ko din 11वीं रात 12वीं तरक्की आता फरमा. किबला अमीर अहले सुन्नत और तमाम उलमा अहले सुन्नत का साया हमारे सरों पे दराज फरमा. मौला या रब्बल आलमीन या रहम रहीमीन, हमारे उलमा का साया हमारे सरों पे दराज फरमा. किबला मुफ्ती साहब दामद बरकतुहुम आलिया, मौला या रब्बल आलमीन इन्हें दराज उम्र बिल खैर अता फरमा. मौला या रब्बल आलमीन ये बड़ी मेहनत करते हैं, मौला इनकी मेहनतों को, इनकी एफर्ट्स को मौला कबूल फरमा. या रब्बल आलमीन हमारे असलम भाई और जितने मुबल्लिगीन मुबल्लिगात हैं, मौला सबकी हाजात को पूरा फरमा, सबकी एफर्ट्स को कबूल फरमा. मैं क्यों कहूँ मुझको ये अता हो व अता हो, वो दीजिए जिससे हम सबके घर भर का भला हो और मिट्टी ना हो बर्बाद पसे मर्ग इलाही, जब खाक उड़े हमारी मदीने की हवा हो. और या रसूल अल्लाह انظر حالنا या हबीब अल्लाह इस्मा قالنا إننا في بحر هم مغرق خذ يدي سهل لنا أشكالنا. امداد کن از بند غم آزاد کن در دین و دنیا شاد کن. یا غوث اعظم دستگیر غوث اعظم بمنے بے سر و ساما مدد قبلہ دی مدد کعبہ امام مدد. مولا سیدی مرشدی اعلیٰ حضرت کا واسطہ فلسطین کے عاشقان رسول کی خیر فرما. مولا فلسطین کے عاشقان رسول کی خیر فرما. مولا فلسطین کے عاشقان رسول کی خیر فرما. مولا ان کے غیب سے مدد فرما, ان کے مددگار پیدا فرما. مولا کفر کا منہ کالا فرما, مولا کفر کا ملک کالا فرما. یا رب العالمین جو مانگ سکے عطا فرما, جو نہ مانگ سکے تیرے خزانے میں کمی نہیں, بن مانگے عطا فرما. مولا یہ جامعۃ المدینہ کو آباد فرما, اس جامعۃ المدینہ کو آباد بھی فرما. مولا جس نے اس جامعہ کے بنانے میں جس قسم کا حصہ لیا اسے قبول فرما, قبول فرما. ان اللہ وملائکتہ یصلون علی النبی یا ایہا الذین آمنوا صلوا علیہ وسلموا تسلیما. صلی اللہ علی النبی الامی وآلہ صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم. صلاۃ والسلام علیک یا سیدی یا رسول اللہ بفضل سبحان ربک رب العزت عما یصفون وسلام علی المرسلین والحمد للہ رب العالمین. Please repeat after me. سبحانک اللہم وبحمدک لا الہ الا انت استغفرک واتوب الیک. صلو علی الحبیب صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم.
میرے رضا پیارے رضا وہ بریلی کے شاہ میرے احمد رضا. عشق و محبت اعلیٰ حضرت اعلیٰ حضرت پے کر سنت رہبر ملت اعلیٰ حضرت اعلیٰ حضرت حامی سنت ماحی بدعت اعلیٰ حضرت اعلیٰ حضرت پیر طریقت شیخ شریعت اعلیٰ حضرت اعلیٰ حضرت دین کی تو نے کی ہے خدمت اعلیٰ حضرت اعلیٰ حضرت غوث و خواجہ کی ہے حمایت اعلیٰ حضرت اعلیٰ حضرت. عشق و محبت کی ہے علامت روضہ اعلیٰ حضرت کا, عشق و محبت کی ہے علامت روضہ اعلیٰ حضرت کا. ایبا سے رکھتا ہے نسبت قبہ اعلیٰ حضرت کا، میرے اعلیٰ حضرت کا، پیارے اعلیٰ حضرت کا، میرے اعلیٰ حضرت کا، پیارے اعلیٰ حضرت کا۔ حق سمجھایا حق فرمایا میرے اعلیٰ حضرت نے، حق سمجھایا حق فرمایا میرے اعلیٰ حضرت نے، نور ہدایت کا ہے ضامن رستہ اعلیٰ حضرت کا، نور ہدایت کا ہے ضامن رستہ اعلیٰ حضرت کا۔ عشق محبت کی ہے علامت روزہ اعلیٰ حضرت کا، میرے اعلیٰ حضرت میرے پیارے اعلیٰ حضرت کا، میرے اعلیٰ حضرت کا، پیارے اعلیٰ حضرت کا۔ بستی بستی ان کی باتیں، وادی وادی ان کا نام، بس